When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the James Madison Dukes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Dukes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is... Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Sends it back in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. He could. To the corner is this defense opening things up with a big play. Navy quick to the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Looking for a man. It's Lemon. Pocket breaking down. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So James Madison's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Dukes come to the line on 30 short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on third down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
James Madison, 7, Navy, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Navy quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the big fullback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Boots it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. The Dukes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, James Madison. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
On the double.
Fullback's got it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The kick is on its way. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll try the run.
Brings up second down.
And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. This has been a slow start. It's a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow.
Oh, it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is one of those things coaches worry about. Under the lights, it's cold, you worry about ball security. When you get hit, man, it hurts so much more in these cold temperatures. The dude coughs it up, the defense with a nice play, forcing a turnover.
On target to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Touchdown, Dukes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The option look. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going. But that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
To the air, it's Lemon. Uncorks it. Complete downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take.
Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, James Madison! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
31, Navy 3.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looks as if he's going to run it. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got his man on the right. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Number 12.
Navy will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move, it's Reader. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I always have flashbacks when I watch games like this, thinking of myself as a young kid growing up in the Peon, Ontario, like this. And there was nothing we could do. You just had gloves or mittens. That's all we could afford. We didn't have heat lamps. We didn't have heat blowers. We didn't have these monster special blankets. I mean, players today have...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Bringing the heat. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards.
Got it.
So after they mark off the yardage, it's still 3rd and 10.
42, Spider. 4.
Back to throw, it's Lemon. They're working that left side. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
16 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. Now trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
38, Navy 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. On the move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. The play action fake. Gets away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Lemon. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. The toss to the right. Fighting off the defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on 3rd down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the 1st down. And this offense, they've got some momentum going now.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Makes the grab. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Brings up.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Lemon. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Handoff to the single back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Send the tight end in motion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the tailback. Nice move there. Smashes through the tackle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Offense working from the pistol. Makes a man miss. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Number 12 in Park.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out